This is the JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe.
All right, listen up.
All
PC2, PC2, PC2.
PC2.
It's National Margarita Day.
Margarita? That's Mexican for
Delicious. Yes.
National Margarita Day. How do you prefer your margs, bro?
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Not surprised. Poll for it found 76% of Americans like margaritas. Only 7% of Americans have a full-on hatred for them.
Really?
Yeah.
Those are good numbers.
I'd say.
Those are not rookie numbers.
Margaritas are the third most ordered cocktail.
I believe it.
That's according to Bacardi's most recent global survey. The top five are, do you want to take a guess?
Yes.
Here you booze hound you. Let's see.
Booze hound. I'm going to say Bloody Mary number one. Might be off on that.
Just guess the top five, please.
Oh, you're making it easy. I'm going to say a rum and Coke. Probably wrong. A martini, a Bloody Mary, and a shot of whiskey of some kind.
Wrong. Bloody Mary's number 4.
Okay, got one.
Whiskey and Coke.
Oh, yeah. Well, okay,
Yeah, so
enough.
whiskey and Coke number 5, Bloody Mary number 4, Margarita number 3, Mojito number 2.
Wow, I'm shocked.
I know. Number 1 is a gin and tonic.
Yes!
That's
Dude.
wild, isn't it?
Hendrix, baby, bring it on. That is shocking.
Yeah.
The gin and tonic.
I want to go. So Dancing Goat has a gin class. You can go there and make your own gin.
Oh, here we go now.
We're definitely going to do that. It's going to be awesome.
Make your own gin. I thought you were not a gin person.
I've drank gin before, yeah.
Weird.
It's just not.
Yeah,
it's
not your.
not my go-to.
Yeah.
I'll have it in a fun little cocktail, but
Interesting.
and I'll go to Dancing Goat and learn about making gin. That sounds pretty cool.
You always make fun of me and my gin, or is that you making fun of how often I drink gin?
I don't make fun of you and your gin. I make fun of you and your drinking.
Oh.
Period. End of story.
Well, it takes one to know one.
Does it? 67.
Yeah, it sure does.
67% of us prefer frozen margaritas.
Ooh.
I like mine on the rocks.
Yeah, no, I'm a foo-foo frozen guy.
3% of Americans don't think that's truly a margarita.
Oh, the slushy margarita.
Mm-hmm. What do you think is the top food that we're most likely to order to go with a frozen margarita?
Chips and salsa.
Cheeseburger.
What?
Right?
Okay. Weird.
Yeah.
Is that the long marketing finger of Jimmy Buffett? Where does that come
That's
from?
what I was wondering too.
Weird.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd ever have a margarita. I've never had it.
I've never had a margarita with a cheeseburger ever in my life.
That is the weirdest thing I've ever heard in my life.
The only time I have a margarita is if I go to a Mexican restaurant.
Yeah.
And even then, it's like probably every fifth time.
I don't even unless I'm at a Mexican restaurant. Trying to think where else I've ordered a margarita. I get the mango margarita at El Alagre in Defo. They do a good job up there. Do I order margaritas outside of a Mexican restaurant? That's a good question. On vacation, I do. But generally, no.
The only time I order it is, like I said, probably 20% of the time that I go to a Mexican restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, I don't know. But Tex Tubbs, they have a prickly pear margarita.
Oh.
It's amazing. On the rocks. Yeah.
The only thing you got to watch out for with the frozen margaritas if it's churning, in a pre-prepped, pre-made, container.
Me no likey.
Those are horrible.
And I oftentimes need to ask for another shot of tequila.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's so sugary.
Yeah, big time.
But I will say Gloria's out in Sun Prairie, and this was a long time ago, but I'm sure I can still vouch for them. I had a pineapple jalapeno margarita there, and it is to this day the best margarita I've ever had in my life. Because it was not super sweet. I don't like super sweet things.
Mm-hmm.
So it was perfect for me.
That's really interesting because my favorite Moscow Mule I've ever had is a jalapeno Moscow Mule.
There you go. Yeah, I could see that.
It's just like muddle up 2-3 jalapenos in the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord have mercy. There go the pans.
15% of us only drink margs when we're on vacation. It's like me with the spicy, sweet, chili Doritos.
Right.
2/3 of us like a salted rim, and 26% always lick it before every sip. I like a salted rim.
Yeah, I do salt the rim. We still talking about drinks? Let me think about my margarita habits here for a minute.
There was a restaurant I went to, and they had was it a mango? I can't remember. One of us got a salted rim with our flavored margarita, and the other one got a sugared rim.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. I like the salted rim rather than the sugared rim.
Remember when we went over to Chili's and got hammered on margaritas?
I kind of remember that.
It was at the West Town Mall.
Yeah.
I don't know. Why did we go over there? It was a Friday or something?
There was like drink specials.
Yeah, I think we had a drink.
It was like $1 margarita day or something.
Yeah.
And so we went over there and had a morning show meeting. I don't know how people drink those giant margaritas or have more than like one. I don't.
That's the thing, because I can't. Margaritas are very much like Bloody Marys to me.
Yeah.
I am one and done.
One and done.
One
Yep.
and done.
Same.
And usually it's with a Mexican meal, and that's it. Outside of that, I really don't think I order another margarita anywhere.
Same.
Which is a shame, I guess. There's too many. I don't know. Ultimately, I'd rather drink beer than a margarita, but not with Mexican food. It's either, like a Pacifico or a Coroni or a margarita.
Yeah, I honestly, the only time I ever have it is occasionally at a Mexican restaurant.
I didn't even have one. I didn't even have one on the cruise, and they were everywhere.
It's just too much. It's the sugars, diabetes. Ha!
Hi, how's it going?
You like your rim nice and salty, huh?
Sure. I already said that. You're going for the gay salt rim joke, dude. Been there, done that. Well, I mean, I have not been there and done that, but the spoken word was been there.
What is the salt in this sex analogy?
I have no idea.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I get the rim is your butthole, but what is the salt? I think
it's the visual, I think, they're trying to give you.
Oh, of licking the salt off the rim?
The joke is the rim word, not the salt really has nothing to do with it.
Oh, okay. I was like, what's the lime and the coconut? What's going on here, man?
Yeah, which is weird because you don't go to your margarita glass with the salt and go.
Dumbing down your smartphone. One podcast at a time. Listen, rate, and subscribe to the JJO Morning Show podcast. Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
Taco Tuesdays will be changed to Pizza Pthursday.
Hey!
I like pizza, pepperoni, mozzarella, and patchouli. I like pizza with salami, eggs and cheese and oregano. I like pizza with tomato. I like pizza. We like pizza. We like pizza in the morning. We like pizza every day. We like pizza in the evening. We like pizza anyway. I like pizza, pepperoni, mozzarella, and
Why, hello, happy pizza Pthursday, everybody.
Lovely to be here.
So, KFC is introducing a new pizza-inspired item to its menus nationwide starting next week. Company announced yesterday it's introducing the Chizza.
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
It's 2 white meat fried chicken fillets topped with marinara sauce, melted mozzarella cheese, and crispy pepperoni. So it's a pizza.
That's got to look weird.
But the crust is chicken fillets. It's a chizza.
So it's a chicken parmesan is what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what I got with pepperoni on top. And I don't know that there's any parmesan in the breading. That would make it. That would make it fantastic, actually. But yeah, so you can order the chizza on its own or with a combo meal.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So they glob the top of a pizza on 2 pieces of fried chicken.
Yeah.
All right.
So
that's not.
But it's not.
Beer.
Oh God.
Yeah. Saw that coming. Oh, some alcohol abuse here at the radio station.
You're fine.
Oh, you got it.
There, look at the chizza.
Let me see. So you're eating.
I would see now my chicken parm. I'm gonna want more sauce.
I mean, it looks okay. I don't pepperoni and chicken. I guess. I mean, if I'm eating fried chicken, I don't want pepperoni on if I'm enjoying a chicken dinner.
Yeah.
That's not. I don't want that.
Okay.
It's weird.
I don't think anybody did really ask for it.
And this is how we sell the chicken. No, do you want pepperoni on your chicken?
I'm not a huge pepperoni
That
fan.
doesn't even sound good.
No.
It's clashing of the flavors.
Yeah. I don't know.
Cheese is fun.
Yeah, totally.
Pepperoni on my chicken. Okay. I mean, I guess you can have a pepperoni chicken pizza.
I like the idea of a chicken joint doing a chicken parm, but yeah, this is not.
Chicken is so good on its own. I don't,
Yeah.
Mashed potatoes, more traditional flavoring.
Yeah. Watch. This will probably be the biggest thing KFC ever did.
We couldn't be more wrong.
I know. I would not be surprised at all. Last month,
whatever we say is sucks is going to be hugely popular.
Yeah, I mean, look at the Beyonce country song.
Yes. I'd rather not.
We sat here and hated on it.
You know what I'd like to hear, though? I would like to hear Beyonce sing a traditional country song to see what her chops are.
Oh,
Does
I
that
already
make
know
sense?
her chops are great.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she can wail. Yeah,
Because she's got bass, man. She's got a manly voice.
I think she's got a pretty good range. My
point being, just so you understand me, she talks more in the country song than sings.
Oh.
So I'd like to hear her sing. Actually sing a country classic.
I get you.
Whatever. But whatever, man. It is what it is. Something different. Who cares? We like shiny new things. So it doesn't matter. Pepperoni on a chicken. Beyonce and country. It's the same thing. You might as well be. It's the same thing. It's a wash.
No.
What?
I don't like any of it.
Where's that beer?
And now the goddamn Beyonce songs on my freaking TikTok feed.
Ew.
Stupid. Bring back all the pretty girls walk like this. I'd rather hear that stupid song than the Beyonce one. All you TikTok people know what I'm talking about.
Look what we fought over the years. The achy breaky heart. Look at all the controversial stuff we fought over the decades. And if it turned out to be, it's fine. Doesn't hurt anything. Does Beyonce singing a country song and going number 1 in the charts hurt anybody?
No, but I don't want to hear it.
But you don't listen to country.
But it's all over the place.
I know it's going to be.
Yeah.
I get it. I got you.
It's one of those
It's going to be in a commercial for God knows what. I got you.
It's going to be on everything.
Yep, I got you. It'll be in a beer commercial.
And I like Beyonce. Good for her. I just don't want to be a part of it, and I'm forced to be. It's fine. I'll just give up TikTok.
Are you like in the stay in your lane mode right now with Beyonce?
I think that new country is awful. So
I think But country is more accepting to people coming in and doing very well, interestingly enough. If you would have told me a month ago Beyonce would be number one on the country charts, I would have said you need to stop smoking crack.
Right.
And here we are. So how do you figure that? Music, it's all just gray, dude. There's no conformity anymore.
I think it shows that anybody can do country.
Hey, man, my wife and I listen to Young Gravy.
Yeah.
What can I tell you?
Well, Young Gravy could do a country song.
I know. His voice, I said that to her. I said, Young Gravy has a country voice.
Yeah.
And he can and will probably do a country song.
Can we stop talking about country music now?
Hello, Young Gravy! He's going to play at the Wisconsin State Fair, by the way.
Yeah. That's going to be great.
You notice how that's becoming a thing? Young Gravy shows up and it's like, psh, it blows up. If you listen,
you know
to
what
me,
though, I will give the State Fair credit. They've done a great job with acts.
They sure have.
Yeah, for sure.
They spend the money and they expand minds.
100%.
I agree, and they don't have to.
Yeah,
because they got the giant Ferris wheel and lemonade.
Lance texted, "Listen to old Johnny Broken Boots defend country on a rock station." I like that, old Johnny Broken Boots.
Write that down. That's my new country name. It's my new country name. Johnny Broken Boots. Which is weird because my boots are, and he's saying that because we were together Saturday. Not together. Don't make it weird. Although there was a moment.
We're talking about licking the rim, I believe.
There was a moment, and I can say this because I don't even know how it ended. Me, my wife, Lance, and his son ended up in the women's bathroom at the Golden Nugget Bar in Wanakee. And I think we were throwing our own little rave in the women's bathroom.
Oh,
and I think my wife was freaking peeing. I love Wisconsin. I love it here. I'm going to stay.
Go on now. Go on now, get.
So
a lot of information in one break.
I'm not defending country.
Oh no.
In a way, I'm almost criticizing country. But here's what I'll do. I'll give country fans credit because they take in the stragglers and the Imagineers. They take in new things and they don't judge, and it works. I don't know what to tell you about a country fan. They don't seem to care. They just want to go to Nashville and get effing hammered, dude.
Well, if you think having a Billboard #1 is anything about the fans, you're out of your mind. That has nothing to do with the fans.
Call it whatever you want.
And it has everything to do with the politics of corporate
Call it whatever
country
you want.
radio.
I'm saying country music is trending younger in age than ever.
That's fine.
And so there is no rule for young country fans.
Oh my God. Can we stop? All right.
Well, I'm just telling you how
nobody wants to hear you talk about country music.
I'm not talking about country music. I'm talking about fans and music. And I'm talking about how there is no, it's all just a blob these days.
Okay, fine. Whatever. New York City.
I didn't start it. You're the one that brought up Beyonce. I'm just schooling you, girl. I'll stop. Go ahead.
No, go on. No, you done it now.
No, Johnny Broken Boots out.
You done did it now. Go on now. It's all you, buddy.
Johnny Broken Boots out.
You go and school me, please. No, I'm just waiting to get schooled, Broken Boots. Come on now.
Don't. I'm done. You're making me cry. I'm done. I have to stop drinking when I come to work.
I think, you know what? You didn't even have to add come to work on the end of that.
Here's the thing. My wife is in country music. She's the music director. I am inundated in my home now by country music. All things country music.
You don't have to make it our problem.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
People, relax.
What a complete waste
We are killing it online. Have you guys checked the comments?
of cyberspace.
Smoke That Skin Wagon says, you guys are killing
The
it.
JJO Morning Show Podcast.
We're internet sensations.
Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.
No, you have a long history with Hooters.
It's accurate.
Yeah.
It's an accurate statement.
The West Side one over here.
Yeah, legendary.
Yep, totally legendary.
Yeah.
I don't even know what's in there now.
I don't either, to be honest.
Yeah,
with you.
that's the only reason I ever went over there.
Well, at the end, didn't Cecil's used to be over there? And then there's the seafood place up on the end. I have no idea what's in there. I couldn't tell you.
And they used to the Hooters girls used to always come in here before whatever big promos, and they'd bring wings and everything else. It was where we went to celebrate stuff for station events. So yeah, Hooters was kind of a big deal.
We used to have the would it be the Hooter Girl of the Year contest?
Yeah.
The Madison edition, we'd have that there. And I'd have all my horny buddies as judges.
Yep. Things you can't do in 2024, you know?
There would be a line around the building to get into that. Oh, my Lord. God, was that fun. That's so fun.
Well.
People protesting out front. Abusing women.
Yeah.
Making women over the age of 18 do things they don't want to do. Yeah, doesn't work here. Go away.
Yeah. What about what they want to do?
Yeah, no, that doesn't matter.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That always confused me.
Making a living.
Right.
Make it harder. Okay, thanks.
So I kind of understand where the people are coming at in this next story, because it was sad when the Hooters on the West Side went away. So there's a Hooters in West Virginia, Kanawha City. So COVID closed the doors of its beloved Hooters, which did happen to a lot of restaurants.
Are those your words or the article's words? The beloved Hooters. I have been saying that for years.
Right, you really have been.
All right.
Yeah, never to reopen.
Oh.
So they were sad about that, but then they announced that they were going to demolish the location. So the town decided they're going to have a candlelight vigil for the Hooters building.
That's awesome.
So it's going on Friday, tomorrow, from 6:30 to 8. The candlelight vigil, if you want to head down to, it's Hooters of Charleston, Kanawha City,
well, it's almost worth
West Virginia.
Almost worth the road trip.
Yeah.
It's midnight. We've got sunglasses on and a fanny pack full of gummies. Hit it. We're going to West Virginia.
The Facebook page, there's 510 people going, according to Facebook. We have all, in one way, shape, or form, been holding on pure hope that someone would purchase the closed building that was once the almighty Hooters and reopen it. That seems to not be the case.
The almighty Hooters.
The building will begin being demolished on February 26th. With this being said, let's all gather in remembrance of the amazing power that was brought to us all by Hooters with a candlelight vigil. Bring your candles and signs and let Hooters and the city know we will miss it tremendously. We will have chicken wings with the traditional Hooters sauce on site and a limited amount of the goat sandwich, the strip cheese. Please share and be there. Every hour is happy hour at Hooters. It's fantastic. So there you go. Oh,
it's a bygone era, my friend.
Bye. Hooters.
Now, when we were going on our cruise a couple of weeks ago, we cruised out of Fort Lauderdale, and we spent the night before we cruised out. So we ran over to the Fort Lauderdale Hooters.
And
what do you think? We were going to stop over and have a light lunch. It was 12. It was high noon.
Okay.
The three of us.
Yeah.
Me and my lovely wife and Kelly B. And we went over for let's have a couple of drinks. Have a laugh. Have an app. Get out of there. We got a big day tomorrow. Cruising out.
Yeah.
See the world. We were there for 7 hours.
I saw your post that you were at Hooters. I must have missed the follow-up that said you were there for 7 hours. How many chicken wings did you have?
I don't remember. We shared several baskets. But I will tell you about that Hooters. And we were at the end of the bar outside. This is like the Florida Hooters are different. They feel different. They look different. It's a different vibe.
Okay.
It's out. Most of it's outdoors.
Outside? Okay.
Most of it's outside.
That's cool.
It's year round. So it's more fun. It's more relaxed. Everybody's in bare feet. It's just great. And we had a waitress who was like a top shelf bartender making high-end, highball drinks.
That's pretty
And we were
cool.
trying all the mixed drinks on the menu. And it was like being at a supper club. You were getting supper club style drinks. We were shocked. So we had to try them all 5 times. Watching sports.
That may be why you were there 7 hours.
When we were there 7 hours, we had nowhere to go. It is that time between.
My fancy drinks.
Right. It's that we had. What do you think our bill was? 3 of us, 7 hours at Hooters. Ballpark me.
Craft cocktails. Holy
The whole
crap.
time. We drank
hold
no
on.
beer the whole time. Ballpark me.
I'm going to say your bill
I
is
will-
$400.
I will buy you a spin class if you're within $50.
The spin class is only $5.25.
Is there actually a spin? Are you pretending you're on a spin?
No.
zone? Okay.
Isn't that a good deal?
That's amazing.
Union Spin Club, Johnson Creek.
Is it an old bicycle out in some guy's backyard?
it's super
Okay.
nice.
All right, fair enough.
It's really nice.
All right, ballpark me.
$434.
510.
I'm so close.
510.
Yeah. That makes sense because, I mean, every craft cocktail is about what, 15 bucks?
15 is almost $15.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was
So-
totally worth it. It's just the great vibe, great food. You can call it what you want. And I guess there's a better way for girls with big boobs to make money these days. I guess OnlyFans is taking over. And maybe that's part of the problem. And that's fine. Go for it, dude. But I'll tell you, the Hooters in Florida are just a whole different mindset. It's much more laid back. It's much more casual and much more of a lifestyle thing in Florida. It's not, let's go look at tits. No, you're just actually going there to chill. And it just happens to be a beautiful
I'm sorry,
girl.
are you implying that people here just go to Hooters to look at tits?
I might be.
Oh, my God, sir.
I might be.
I cannot believe you would allege such a thing. Terrible.
You know, the sun's out. You got nowhere to be. You got 9 days of vacation ahead of you. I mean, it's perfect.
Yeah.
It's honestly perfect.
I love going to places that
It's so
have
fun.
the outside
Well, you know
vibe.
what? Let me add this. Isn't it cool to go to a place where everybody's in a great mood and the girls have a positive attitude and they want to have fun and give you great food and a great drink? Is there anything wrong with that?
Yeah, but every time I've gone to Hooters, that's been my experience.
You're gonna thank you. I mean, you're gonna judge that,
right?
Shut
yeah,
up.
I don't know who these people are. I've always found that fascinating. Like, why does Hooters get everybody up in an uproar?
Yeah.
Is it the name?
They wear more clothes than what you see on the beach. I mean, what they wear more clothes than your wife probably wears to the beach.
Right. Totally.
So I don't understand it either. I don't. Maybe it's because they let kids in, but kids are on the beach. I'm to this day I don't
But
understand.
why shouldn't kids be let in?
the controversy?
Like, people wear less clothes going to a baseball game, and that's supposed to be a family-friendly
People
event.
wear less clothes at the Princeton Club,
Right.
than they wear at Hooters.
And that I just never got it. I was like, who are these people mad at Hooters?
Right, you're just against
I'm like, just don't go.
people making a living.
I don't. Ugh,
And
it
getting-
was always so confusing.
Starting off in a career. I don't know, man. Some of the women you see at Hooters, it's like they have the winning lottery ticket, and it's like, do it, girl.
Yeah,
Go for it. Build a career. Make that money.
totally.
You know, a lot of people would die for it. Man,
well,
good Hooters talk, dude. I
yeah,
love our Hooters talk.
I know for sure. And if we're mentioning Hooters, we need to talk about Mitch, who is always at
Dude, the legend.
East Side Hooters.
The GOAT.
Yeah, totally.
He's the GOAT.
Like, I think he's kept Hooters East Side afloat through all of COVID.
Mitch basically sits in the same chair at Hooters on the east side of Madison. Mitch and Audrey joins him quite often, but
Yeah.
Mitch is I hope when they close it, they call it Mitch's.
They're never going to close.
No,
So
not with
just-
Mitch going there. I'm just saying, no. It's cool, man. And the girls are nice, and they have great people skills. I don't understand. The controversy is so dumb.
It's the same people that like boycotted. They were out marching against Doug Stanhope in front of the Barrymore.
Right. They don't even know what they're boycotting.
They don't even
They just
know.
want to stand there with a sign.
Yeah. Okay, anyway.
Let me take a hot call.
All right, dude. Hot take.
Hot take?
Yeah.
Let's get a hot take.
Hey, I'd like to mention that about Hooters. My minister and his wife were out on the beach, and she wore less clothes than they wear over at Hooters, and she has big Hooters.
She should work at Hooters.
That's a good update. That is a good update.
Hi, how's it going?
Hey, how you doing? Is there a way you can get a request in?
Sure.
Excellent. Play the brand spanking new Shinedown called Black Soul.
Oh, you sure have good taste in music.
Hey, I've been bugging. It's like an earworm. I've been waiting for you guys to play it. I've been listening.
Don't say earworm. We just pulled 150 out of a guy's head. Don't say earworm.
Oh, no way. I was a little late.
Yeah, all right, man. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, brother.
No problem. You have a great one.
All right. Hello.
No Hooters. It's Stinky Cooter. Cooter.
What?
I don't know. Does cooter rhymes
I think
with
you
hooter?
just meant
I don't.
you say Hooters and guys go into a brain meltdown.
We thought uploading to the cloud was something completely different. The JJO Morning Show Podcast. Johnny and D, JJO.
Trixie, Trixie. Oh, yeah. Well, she's got your beer now. Yeah. Yes, six packs and growlers and bombers of ale. Let 'em mix and match 'em, there's no room to fail. Located out on East Washington, Trixie's is the place for all your springtime fun. Trixie, Trixie, oh yeah, well she's got your beer now. Trixie, Trixie, oh yeah, she's got your beer.
The extended album version.
Hell yeah.
It was. I love it.
We got to get him his royalty check for his tax right off this year.
I'll send him $1.
Okay, sounds good. It's Trixie's Pick 6, and she is here in the flesh. Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
I feel like I haven't seen you in a hot month.
It feels like that, but it's only been 2 weeks.
He was on vacation.
I was on the vacation.
Oh, you know what? That's right.
Drinking some strange stuff. I'll tell you.
You know, yeah, you were having a good time, so I don't know how bad I feel about that, but
you don't.
Oh, I don't. Thank you. I needed that made me feel better about being rude.
I was on a steady diet of Red Stripe and espresso martinis. That cruise ship, man. It's like a one-trick pony. It's like, oh, they see me coming. Yep, get him a Red Stripe. It'll work. But we have 6 beers.
A good pacifier?
Yes. We have 6 beers, and we put them together lovingly, of course, for you to purchase at Trixie's Liquor on East Washington Avenue. How do they get over there?
All right. Well, on the corner of East Washington Avenue and Oak Street, you will see a bright orange arrow. It points to all the delicious goodness inside of Trixie's Liquor. And inside of Trixie's Liquor, we've got a whole door set aside for you for just mix and matching beers. The bottom row is dedicated to our JJO 6-pack. So after hearing it, when you decide you kind of want to try it,
boom,
we've got it all lined up and ready for you.
I love it. Couldn't be easier for you to enjoy some craft beer. And such as our first one. What do we have?
Yeah, so this first one, I mean, like, I think we got lucky with the weather the last couple of days, but this one really kind of emotionally hit home. It's called Garage Beer. It's a classic lime beer, and it's only 4% alcohol, so this is very, very drinkable. But the body in this, I'm absolutely loving this lager beer. The lime content in here is just enough to like freshen it up and make it lively, but it is not overbearing where it's like a flavor beer.
Yeah.
I absolutely enjoy this. I have a soft spot for the lime lagers, as you know. Like it's kind of been one of my like go-tos lately.
It's fantastic. I love the whole thing about garage beer too. So it's all small batch brewed, but it's supposed to taste like they say it's a beer. And the lime is just the other version. They have the light lager and then this. Low cal, low ABV.
Right.
I mean, this is, when you think of the garage beer, this is what you imagine.
It
right?
sure is.
They're
It made
like,
me want to start organizing some stuff.
Right. And they're like, definitely not an IPA. That's what they say.
It's definitely not. And it's funny you say that because I feel like when the IPA train kind of like slowed down a little bit, I feel like these took off.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like it was the opposite direction, a 180.
Yes.
A 180 move. So Brayton Brewing out of Covington, Kentucky.
What's in Covington?
I know. I literally said that's really random. That location feels random.
A church, a bar, and a brewery.
That's awesome.
Yeah, this is delicious. This could be like a foundational beer of which all beers. Would this be considered not like a lager, like a Czech lager?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's what I would put it in for sure.
And you could drink. I know a group of guys that could drink 300 of these in a day.
Yeah.
And
but it's not a Czech lager. It's just a lager.
It's just a lager.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying
it's that crispness.
Yes. That's exactly what I'm talking about. It's they call it like your dad's beer.
Yeah. It's just a beer.
And
it's wonderful.
It's got great flavor, and
it's so refreshing.
It's like Kool-Aid. It just goes right down. Even Christy loved it. I'm like, tell me if this is too bland for you. She's like, oh my God, that's actually really delicious.
And I really love because it's so drinkable that it's only 4%.
Yeah. Yep.
It's not ruining the mood of having to stop too soon.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Great for camping.
So if you,
I can't wait.
If you Busch Light drinkers want something a little more interesting,
yeah, definitely.
Maybe stuff up to the garage. How do these come? 4-pack, 6-pack? They're tall boys.
6-pack tall boys.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. So, I mean, super approachable. 4% alcohol and a tall boy. It matches the amount you're going to want to drink with it.
That's accurate. Sure. Do you know what a price point on something like that would be? Can you ballpark
I'm going to
that?
say like $8.99 to $9.49.
Worth every penny of it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Everybody will like that. That's good one to keep in the fridge.
That's fantastic. Beer.
It's going to be in my fridge for a little while here. That's fantastic. Makes me think of spring.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, spring.
It's one of those beers where you want more of that flavor. You just want to keep that flavor coming in. But anyway, it's actually as light as it is. It's kind of rich tasting. It's just a really good solid flavor.
Yeah.
Well, really well done.
You can pair that with 8 million different things. Throw it on whatever you have with the grill,
hamburger,
tacos,
salad,
whatever.
Tacos, all good.
Chicken tacos. With cilantro and lime.
Yep.
How good would this be for a Bloody Mary chaser?
Oh yeah.
Oof.
I'd be in.
Just bring the can.
Oh, that would be.
I've been doing too where I just mix the Bloody Mary mix. Well, I was doing NA beers for dry January and stuff, but that would be good just mixed with the Bloody Mary mix.
Oh, that would be.
Poor man's Bloody Mary, dude.
Yes.
Did you go without a drink in January? You went the whole month?
Yeah. I went beyond that. Yeah.
Well, you can tell me if you did.
He acts surprised because I don't think that he could make that.
I don't mind. Well, you know what I'm in? I'm in Pounduary. I'm going to drink as much as I can.
I'm so proud of you.
Bring the spring solstice in.
Yeah, you've been doing a pretty good job of that.
Oh, I'm just getting warmed up.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm not going to live to the end of the year.
Okay.
So you two have the show.
Okay, we'll be all right.
So just
all right.
Make sure to write me a new song before you head out, okay?
Yep.
We can do that. All right, what do we got next?
All right, next we are moving on to local. We're gonna try the vanilla wafer porter. I think we've had this a long time ago when it first came out. 7% alcohol. This is a vanilla wafer porter, so definitely has a little more of a dessert beer presence feel to it, but it is not overly sweet where I would actually put it in the dessert beer category. I would just say that this is a really enjoyable porter with some wafer and just a hint of vanilla to like lighten it up. This is really well balanced and it's not overboard in any way on the additive flavors to this. In fact, I don't think that there's added flavors to this. I think this is a malt combination situation, which is just adds to the creativity and like the impressiveness of the science behind that, right? Like I love that.
It's
great combinations.
What do you think? You remember that one? You remember this one?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, great beer. Definitely. It's not super duper sweet, but I would consider this as I'm drinking it a dessert beer for me.
Okay, you know what? For me, it would be, but I live with a sweet tooth.
Right. Totally.
So for him, this wouldn't register as like necessarily dessert beer.
Yeah. Well, you and I are on very much the same page with drinking. Like, don't want anything too crazy sweet. Like, just But this is a good close to a meal for me.
I think it's great. It's a great share. 7% alcohol. I mean, like, it doesn't taste like 7% alcohol.
Right.
At all. It tastes like 5.5, which does make it
a
little dangerous out there. But very tasty and a perfect share
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like this one, don't you?
Yeah, I like it a lot. Where's this made?
Mobcraft.
Oh, Mobcraft.
Yeah, Mobcraft.
Yeah, this thing. We love this the first couple of times we've tasted it, and I still like it. It actually, it's really rich. It's like the malt balls.
Oh, yeah. Like the Whoppers?
Yeah, like the Whoppers.
The Whopper candies.
It's kind of got that chocolate flavor to it, if I had to pick one.
Sure.
If I had to pinpoint something.
I get the wafery, though.
But it's really smooth, and it tastes expensive. I know the can's fun and goofy, and it's, bright label and everything, but it's actually kind of like a beer to be taken seriously.
Yeah.
It's pretty legit.
It's a sipper, dude.
It's a sipper, definitely. And it tastes... It actually
the
tastes...
cocoa nibs are just perfect.
The cocoa nibs, yeah. And the vanilla is perfect, too.
Because
It's
the
super
cocoa
smooth.
nibs, I think, is what keeps it balanced from going over too sweet.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Yeah, whenever a cocoa nib is added, I just feel a little better about it because it's like more of a dark chocolate approach without it being dark chocolate.
Right.
Yeah.
And
I
not
like
feeling like that extra sugar sitting on the back of your teeth.
So
the
you think...
bitter factor's nice.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You think it's sweet?
This is a dessert beer for me. I don't like sweet beers.
The bitterness matches my sarcasm. It's a personality fit. There's just something about that. I can't have it too sweet. That little like balance of the cocoa nib bitter, I think, is what makes this for me.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
I could not drink more than one of these.
I could drink 2 of these with a cheeseburger. This one I could do with a cheeseburger.
This is totally your kind of beer.
Yeah. I like it a lot. But I drink predominantly dark beers. I think it's fantastic. I think it's perfect. And I like a little bitter, and I like porter, so it's perfect. So vanilla wafer.
Lovely.
Yeah, perfect. It is. That's the word for it. It's lovely.
It's lovely.
It should be served in a flute, for God's sake.
You can learn a lot listening to podcasts.
Did you know that the hottest chili pepper in the world is so hot it could kill you?
Or you can listen to this one.
Bears can smell your menstruation.
I can smell your menstruation.
The JJO Morning Show Podcast. Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.
Trixie is here. It's our Pick 6. Tell them how it works, Trixie, to pick their beer up if they like what they hear.
If you like what you hear, you go to the corner of East Wash and Oak Street, and you look for that bright orange arrow. You go inside, and someone will point you to exactly where to find the beer we discussed that you want to take home and try yourself. And then we've got like 3 other shelves of random beers that you can dig through and be like, oh, that looks good. I want to try one of those too. Instead of committing to the entire 6-pack and then being like, ugh, I hate this stuff.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Perfect.
Love it.
Good way to support the locals. All right, what is our next beer? Beer 3.
All right, so we're going to be doing 2 different kinds of IPAs with like 1 hop to it. The first one is from Hop Garden. And I love the motto of Hop Garden. It's from farm to pint. So this is an unpasteurized hazy IPA. It's called Fuzzy Goat. I love the little logo on this can too. But it is grown in Belleville, these cashmere hops. So it's called a cashmere hop in here. And it's just very soft and fluffy. And it has just enough of that like bitter spike to it in the back of your tongue. But then it calms down and almost turns into like a soft lager at the end, which is really nice. It surprises me that a hazy IPA ends this crisply.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that it ends as crisp as a lager, so I don't want to like paint that picture.
It's close.
Right.
But for a hazy IPA, I am pleasantly surprised with the ending to this, and I really appreciate that a lot. Love it.
It's not funky. It's not real bitter. It's just very, very pedestrian. Very pedestrian ending.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's super good.
Now, I would never consider buying this beer if it were not in the 6-pack, which is kind of a tragedy because then I never would have experienced this beer. It is glorious, and it's not what you think of a hazy needs to just kind of leave your brain. I feel like this is on a whole different level.
Right, because when we say hazy IPA, I think a lot of time we go to that orange juice effect that I hate so much. And hazy IPA, God, I hate being that direct. But like, stop already. If I wanted a mimosa, I would just pour one.
Right. Yep.
Okay? We're good.
I love you.
You know? So I love that this one actually like has that IPA still feel to it when you're taking those first couple sips. But also, I've been kind of IPA'd out, so it's not super intense either. This was kind of like my perfect Goldilocks for the hazy IPA.
Yeah, exactly.
That's well said. I think the cashmere hop may reinvent the game, dude.
It might,
I
dude.
love the flavor of it.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
It's like something you've never flavor tasted before.
Yeah,
it's got its own profile.
The mouthfeel is completely different.
Right.
I can't quite pick what's going on there.
Right.
But like you said, like it's part lager, part IPA, part hazy. Like, I don't know. It's a lot happening there.
The only thing that scares me is because of like the flavor profile being so approachable. It's 7.1% alcohol.
Oh, dude.
And that surprised me.
I drank this.
I literally was like, ooh, note to self. This is a sipper, even though you just kind of want to like keep drinking it and drinking it.
For sure.
And this is as local as it gets. These hops are grown in Belleville. And then like they're brewed at the Hop Garden. So it's just a fantastic concept that like Hop Garden owns their own hop farms and grows them, and then it goes into their beers. And what a fantastic hop to put into a hazy IPA. Perfect.
Yeah. Super refreshing. A lot of unexpected surprises in this beer.
Yeah.
So the cashmere hop, it's the best kept secret in Wisco. I swear to God, the paoli down at the Hop Garden.
Oh, my
and it's
God,
so fun to sit down on the creek. And they got the Schmore beer, and it's so fun. And if you got somebody in town that loves beer, you should take them down there because they'll probably love. These are these little country things that people see and love and want to go to.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful destination spot.
They're really cool. Yeah,
and it's
shout
really
out to Paola.
Sure, and then you got to stop at Duffer's Pub and the Wisconsin Brewery on the way.
Wear your flannel.
It's a tour down there, man. It's a freaking tour down there. But it's a great beer. I drank this whole can 2 nights ago, and I was super buzzed and horny.
Oh God, okay.
Yeah, no, it's a horny beer. I'm telling you, that cashmere.
Yep, that was the night you found out Matt's got really soft lips.
It's got some horny goat in it. My neighbor?
Yeah.
Yeah. Matt's always had soft lips. He moisturizes like a mofo. So
I'm so happy for you.
Dude, thank you. I appreciate this. Some people don't understand the pineapple love that we share. But super good, and I'm so proud of Hop Garden. Been going down there for years.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't even know about it.
Yeah.
A lot of people go down there, get the chocolate shop, and there's a little booze shop. They do mixed drink recipes and stuff. There's a lot going on down there. The little bicycle shop, and so you should stop down there sometime. Have some good beer.
It's good.
Proud of them. They just stick to their guns, dude. They're just doing what they want to do, and I love it. All right, what's next?
All right. So this one is a shift. We are doing 2 IPAs. This one's a lot more traditional. So Founders Centennial IPA. Again, 1 hop IPA with Centennial hops. This one's not a hazy IPA, so this is definitely up the body of an ale beer. Fantastic. This definitely has a little more of that bite that lingers and stays throughout the drinking process, but because the body is so light, it doesn't weigh you down with the hops and like prevent you from wanting to like keep having another sip of it. So this one the hops just kind of keep their in flourishing and like rotating lightly consistently throughout the drink process of this beer. I love this kind of an IPA, especially like on a hot summer day. But this, I don't know. I just feel like this should be in the rotation once in a while. It's a nice switch up.
Sure. Yeah. Like you said, it's the classic IPA feel and taste that you're going to get from this. Founders, always quality beers. Not a fan of this beer, but I can understand why it's a great beer.
I think what's nice about you knowing that you don't like this, though, is then you can say Centennial hops aren't my thing.
Yeah.
Because it's just one hop profile in here. It's kind of nice to learn which hops you lean to.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought it was good. It's kind of heavy tasting. It's almost like Doppelbocky or something. It's that the bready malt, and then you get a little danky on the back end there. I thought it was fantastic.
I think the ABU contributes to that too because this is a 7.2.
Sure, I don't think I've ever had this before. I don't think we've ever tasted this before.
I don't know if I brought it into JJO before, but this is a classic from Founders.
I could, if I was still drinking IPAs, I could drink this every day. I'd love it with a giant pretzel. I think it'd be fantastic.
Ooh, a salty pretzel sounds really good right now.
But it's a mild bitter. It's not real offensive and crazy. It's like, oh my God, that you make the pucker face. It's just a really.
It's a dry finish.
Like a dry, rich finish, yeah, but it's still hoppy. But good, interesting, complicated. Lot going on here too.
Love it.
Yeah, I like it. Founders, always founders. Centennial.
Replay today the JJO Morning Show podcast. Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
Trixie's here with our Pick Six available at Trixie's Liquor. Look for the big orange arrow to goodies, and you'll be all set with our Pick Six. And then you can have your own beer tasting and scream at each other, call each other names, and steal each other's beer, and make inappropriate comments, and sit on each other's laps. And
I thought that was going to be sitting somewhere else. Sorry.
All right, we're down to two of the great ones.
All right. Honestly, there is two really great ones. We're going to start with the Great Lakes Conway Irish Ale. This has been an Irish St. Patrick's Day time of the year classic for 15 years now. This has been what a great staple. But it's definitely got some unique malty taste to it. It's definitely the lower side of the bitterness scale. And it's made with Nugget, Mount Hood, and Wallamy hops. I just love the combination of these. They're bright. It's a bright, happy red ale, and it's just a classic. The malts just really settle it down. It's a fantastic beer.
I like this red ale, and I sometimes struggle with those.
Didn't we want to hoard this last time?
I think that's what.
Yes, we went crazy.
Yeah, it's good.
It's like the spotted cow of Irish ales. Yeah. I swear to God, it is.
It doesn't have that weird.
Yes.
Penny taste to it.
Yeah. I know anytime I have a beer with a penny or nickel taste to it, I think of Dina, and I'm like, ugh, I can't bring this to her.
She would hate that.
She'd hate it. She'd hate it.
I will chug this. This is great.
Yeah, you will. Let me see it.
Oh, no.
3, 2. Bye-bye, dry January.
It's February.
I know, but I want to just get that behind us, and I want you to get back on the A team.
Oh, man.
He needs a bracelet reminding him.
I need a wingman.
Basics.
I need a wingman.
I can't. I have too much stuff to do today.
You're going to have to hire someone full time for that.
Mm-hmm.
You're telling me on Trixie Day and National Margarita Day, we're not going to Chili's.
I can't. I got to go feed animals, and I have a spin class at 2:15. Can't show up there smelling like booze.
Damn it.
I go to the gym boozed up all the time.
I know, but it's not a spin class in a small room. People be like, man, I can't spin with that booze smell from the corner.
Because it'll be like pouring out of your pores as you're sweating
and breathing heavy. They're going to be like,
they're going to want to burn the bike after she's out of there.
Yep.
Don't let the show get in the way of all your extracurricular activities, because I feel like we're just getting in the way. Is it all right? Oh, my God. This beer was my number one. And I remember it being my number one last time. Maybe it's the time of the season. I don't know. But it's got that honey thing, and it's got flavor, and it's like caramel, and it's like amber. And we all know that everybody wants a little piece of amber. If you're ever in Ohio, I want you to go to the Great Lakes Brewing Company. It's in Cleveland. We were there 2 years ago. It's down in the Flats. Have you ever been to Cleveland?
No.
Okay, I so want to do a sound lounge down there with the Hall of Fame and down at the Flats and Great Lakes. It's a campus.
Okay.
It's a lot like it totally, and I mean that when I say it reminds me of New Glarus Brewing. And their stuff down in New Glarus, but they've got like 4 buildings in an area right down in the Flats where all the bars are, about 4 blocks away. Yeah. There's the Cuyahoga runs through there.
Okay.
And big ships go through there.
Uh-huh.
And you can sit at these bars while these big tankers look like they're going to run right up on your bar table. It's incredible. And the Cuyahoga is the one that caught on fire back in the 60s. They've got buildings. You can take a tour, and it's literally the history of Ohio beer making.
That's cool.
On the Great Lakes Brewing Company campus.
That's fun.
You can take tours, and they've got recreations, and it's incredible, and it totally makes you think of New Glarus Brewing. It's incredible the job they've done in the beer they make, and it's the one thing I'm proud of.
In Ohio. Yeah, it's good. I like Great Lakes stuff,
man. They kill it.
Yeah.
They kill it, and they are Cleveland, man. When you think of beer in Ohio, that's it. That's the beer right there. So, love this beer. It's rich tasting, and it tastes expensive, and you'll want 7 of them. Love it. So try it out. It's in the 6. I'm so happy it's in the 6.
Totes delish.
Incredible. All right.
We're finishing today with a big beer. Big beer. Black chocolate stout. This is a Russian Imperial Stout at 10% alcohol from Brooklyn Brewing in New York.
Daddy.
A Russian stout is basically like a stout that was like, it's like a more heavier bitter stout out of the Russia area. So, and then went into Britain and, kind of transitioned from there. So when people ask like what the difference is, it's just more of a bitter imperial stout. Very complex. This is a big, full body, and this has some definite like dark chocolate aroma flavors out of the malts in there. This one at 10% alcohol, I feel like would be a fantastic cellar beer. So buy it, put it in your basement for 2 to 4 years. And I think that you would find this enjoyable. Like if you bought a 4-pack of this, I would say drink one now, drink one next year, and then the year out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just see how much better it gets through time.
How long can you cellar a beer for it?
I mean, you can cellar it for as long as you want. I would say like 4 years is usually where you should probably be drinking it. But I've had one like 6.
Okay.
You really have to make sure it's the higher ABVs.
Yeah.
And you do have to make sure it's in a cellar.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have to stay cold, but it can't be in a warm spot.
Yeah. Because I have a few I probably need to drink from
probably
Ale Asylum.
I'll help you out with that
from
after
the Ale Asylum.
Yeah.
We're kind of getting upon those dates
There
now.
you go.
Yeah. I think I have a bamboozled or whatever it was. Yeah, I've got it.
So I have a date night coming up with you soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need to do that for sure.
Fun.
And I'm cellaring this one too, for sure. And I have a few Cupid's Envy down there and some.
Yum.
I know. And I have some from what's up north with Othello or what's his name?
Oso?
No. Wait.
No.
Central Waters.
Okay.
Yeah,
I have a few of those.
Oh my gosh.
I know. So if this is in the good rotation of cellaring, I'm in.
I'm so excited.
Sorry, that's my evil cellared beer laugh.
What would it take me to get in on that Cupid's Envy unveil?
Do you want me to make you a list?
What would that take me to?
Hey, yes.
Do you want me to make you a list?
What's the one thing I can
check
do?
it off and check in with me when you accomplish them.
What's the one thing in the next 5 minutes I can do to be a part of that
No.
unveil?
How much money you got in your wallet, sir?
You know how much is in there. 0 is in there.
I'll just take the credit card.
Oh, my. This reminded me of, in Brooklyn, I'm starting to see, and correct me if I'm wrong, I'm starting to see Brooklyn in more places, the Brooklyn Brewing Company.
I am too.
I'm starting to see them. I don't, where did I see it, Lou?
Well, we had them in the 6 before.
It's showing up at a lot more bars.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm starting to see around town. So they're out there spreading their wings. And beers like this, it reminded me a little of, maybe not as potent, but it reminded me a little bit of Goose Island, Bourbon County, just a hair.
Oh, yeah, a little bit.
I had their 20, I think I had a 23.
Except this isn't bourbon barreled.
No, right. I get it. It just, it's in the ballpark. It just, the flavor of it reminded me a little bit about it. Not as potent, as I said, not as potent as Goose Island. But,
well, if you're a dark chocolate fan, I totally recommend this black chocolate stout.
Yes,
It's absolutely incredible. Find a friend to share it with. It'll be a home run in your life.
I didn't even think it tasted like 10%.
No.
It's so smooth and chocolatey. It's like
That's what makes it a good cellar beer.
There you go.
Yeah,
it's
that's
almost,
what makes me want to have a 4-pack and literally put dates on.
Will it smooth out or will it come out?
It'll smooth out.
Smooth out.
Yes.
Boy, I don't know if you can get that any smoother.
That's the fun of cellaring these. You just never know.
Oh,
but
my.
I predict it'll be way smoother.
Oh my God, is that
I'm
good?
excited about it. Let's put them in our cellar and compare.
It's like it was aged in a Nestle chocolate barrel.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if they have those.
It's magical.
Except the dark chocolate Nestle.
Dark chocolate. So Brooklyn.
Huge fan.
They're there, man. They're there. So try one. Don't be afraid. With the big B on it. You can't miss it. It's awesome. Trixie, excellent 6-pack.
Thanks. I liked it too.
Timely, good, a little cold weather beer, sipping dark stuff in there, and some bright new up and comers in the IPA. How do they get their 6? Where do they go?
All right, corner of East Washington Oak Street. Look for the bright orange arrow. Come in. We'll point you to the delicious goodness that we reviewed this morning. Also, check out the arcade. We've got new pinballs being switched in and out and new games being switched out all the time. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone.
Bravo.
Go to Trixie's, get your stouts, get your your porters, get your Conway Irish Ale, and have some good festivities ahead.
The JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe. Catch a new show every Monday through Friday, 6 till 10 a.m. on 94.1 JJO or streaming anywhere in the JJO app. Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.